everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are not only going to be doing a full face of Dior Beauty, but I'm also going to be sharing and trying out and testing out and playing with a few new items from the Dior holiday collection of 2024. They launched several items in this year's collection, and today I am going to be playing with the new Dior Backstage Celestial Purple palette, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Celestial Purple palette, along with their new face palette, which I was so excited when I saw this face palette. This is called the Celestial Glow. I also have two shades of their limited edition lip sequins. And then I also have the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer in the shade Celestial Purple. So those are the products from the holiday collection I will be featuring in today's video. But my opinions, you guys know, will always be my own. Along with the complimentary gifts from Dior, they are also giving my followers a code, which is Magic Q4, and you will get a complimentary gift with purchase when you spend $130 or more, and it expires on December 31st, 2024. So you can use the code Magic Q4 the rest of the year on anything you want to buy, and you will get a special complimentary gift. Now, speaking of gifts, if you guys were not aware, Dior does have a personalized workshop available on their website, so you can personalize your gift to give to someone. You can not only have them personalized, but you can also add really cute charms. I will leave that link down in the description box down below to take you straight over to that part of the website on how you can engrave or add what you want to the gifts. Now, during the holidays, Dior also offers amazing gift wrapping services where each gift is meticulously crafted for an extraordinary experience. We'll also leave a link down in the description box down below where you can head over and check out their gift wrapping services. And last but certainly not least, the December shipping promotions. Now, this is important, especially for those of you that are like me and you're a late shopper. I am so bad at that, you guys, so bad. Dior is offering a complimentary 2-day shipping on Thursday, December 12th through Monday, December 16th until 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all $150 plus beauty orders. Okay, that's one. For those that need overnight shipping options, overnight shipping is complimentary with any order over $200 by 1 p.m. on Thursday, December 19th. Now, there are several items available this holiday season. I will have some of them pictured up here on the screen. They have their advent calendar now available. They have the Dior Couture palette, which is limited edition. It's called the Iconic Makeup Colors. It's for the face, eyes, and lips. Such a beautiful palette. I love the packaging on that. It's so beautiful. They also have the Rouge Dior Forever Liquid sequins. They have a few shades that are limited edition for the holiday collection. I love the gold lid. I think it's so stunning. Such a beautiful collection. They have scented candles in this new collection. They also have a Rouge Dior lipstick, which is also limited edition. Such beautiful shades, and you can also get those engraved. That packaging is absolutely stunning. I mean, it is so pretty. They have tons of gift sets. They have the makeup and skincare set. They also have the beauty and care ritual holiday gift set, limited edition. The Pink Glow Ritual Lip Glow Oil and Rosy Glow Blush limited edition, which would be such a beautiful gift to give like your daughter or your sister or something. Like it, I love the little makeup pouch that it comes in, and all the girls my daughter's age are absolutely obsessed with the Rosy Glow blush, so that is a great gift idea. They have perfume in the Miss Dior. Now they also have a gift set that includes the Dior Addict Lip Glow and the Forever Glow Maximizer. And the gift set that I personally have here is the Dior Backstage and Dior Addict Makeup Trio. So it came with this lip gloss in the Celestial Purple, came with the Backstage face palette and the Backstage eye palette. Tons of makeup, skincare, perfume, anything you're looking for. They have a ton of sets. So definitely head over to the website and check out those sets. So that's pretty much the details here on the Dior holiday collection for 2024. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. Like I said, I'm doing a full face of Dior. All the products I use in today's video, I will link down in the description box down below, along with pinning a comment with those links down in the comment section for those that find that method much easier than going into the description box. And without further ado, you guys, let's go ahead and jump into the video. I'm going to first start with the Forever Glow Star Filter. I reviewed these several months ago when they first came out, and I love this product. It's so beautiful on the skin. I love the way that it allows the glow from within to come out, but it's not overwhelming glow. It's such a beautiful product. By the way, this is shade 3. We're gonna put some of this all over the face. I don't want to put too much on, but I want to get a little bit of that glow. And then I like to take my sponge and then just going over this just to make sure that it's nice and blended in and kind of like an even veil all over the face. You can see the glow, and it also gave some color to my skin, which I love. I am gonna next go in with one of my absolute favorite concealers. I love the Dior Backstage. I've talked about this multiple times. It's one of my absolute favorite spot concealing concealers because it gives you the coverage, but it's not thick. That's, I think, the one thing that makes it stand out above some of the others that I have as far as spot concealing is that it provides the coverage, but it's so lightweight and such a thin formula, and it layers really well with foundation. So I'm actually going to wear this as concealer today. So I'm going to start with a little bit here under the eye. I'm also going to put some here on my eyelids. I would say the Backstage provides a nice medium coverage under the eye. If you're looking for more coverage, the Forever Skin Correct Concealer is really nice for coverage underneath the eye. I would say it's a thicker concealer. It's a little bit more of a heavy duty, if you will, whereas the Backstage is a little bit more lightweight underneath the eye. It just all depends on like what coverage, but they're both really good concealers. Okay, next up, we're gonna go in with a new product that I have been wearing for the last, I don't know, maybe 2 months now, but I haven't used it on camera yet. This is the Dior Forever Skin Perfect Foundation, and I have this in the shade 3 Neutral. This is being described as a multi-use foundation stick for a natural blurred finish with up to 24 hours of wear and all day hydration. It's also claiming to be a buildable foundation stick that glides on smoothly, evening out the complexion and eliminating imperfections in a single swipe. The heat and humidity resistant formula has a blurring filter effect and can be used as a foundation or concealer for touch-ups on the go. I don't live in a humid climate, so I can't attest to how this actually wears in humidity, but I can tell you it is a nice natural finish, and it does give you a little bit of that blurred effect. I have noticed that when I've wore it. I think the thing that I like about it the most is how long wearing it is, and it blends out really beautiful, and it just looks really natural all day long. I've wore it several times where I've had my makeup on for up to 12, 13, 14 hours, and it's not one of those foundations that likes to kind of pick and pull away and lift from the skin as your oils come through. And also, I think what I really like about this one is for those of you that do not prefer to powder, you don't need to powder this one. This one doesn't slip and slide on the skin. And this foundation also comes in 18 different shades. I like to take my sponge and kind of grab a little bit of it. And then I like to go over and really push this foundation into the skin. But you can see just how beautiful these two products are together. They are such a beautiful pair. Now I do want to zoom in right here. So I've had a little rash right here. I've been trying to get rid of it. Hasn't went away yet. I'm not sure what it's from. It just came up a couple of days ago, but you can see, I'm going to zoom in. The foundation on top of that like patchy area is not clinging in any way, shape, or form in that area. So, I mean, you can see those little teeny dots right here, but this foundation is not sticking to it. It's not emphasizing it. It just laid a nice veil over it. And it looks just really natural and really pretty. Okay, before we move on to the face, we're going to do the eyes first. And this is the beautiful package that arrived with this holiday collection. I have like 3 now. This would be the 3rd, I think. Hold on, I saved these. Hold on. These are from previous holiday collections. This beautiful kind of rosy, and then we have these beautiful maroon tones with the beautiful tiger. So yeah, I love these boxes and I save them because they're cute and they're decorative and I like them in my beauty room. So there you go. I will obviously be saving this one because this is just absolutely beautiful. This holiday collection is called the Dior Backstage and Dior Addict Makeup Trio. So you get the new Backstage eye palette, which I was so excited about. This is called the Celestial Purple, I think. Yes, Celestial Purple. The shades just spoke to me. It's so beautiful. And it also comes with the Dior Glow Face Palette. This one is the new palette. This is number 6, Celestial Glow. And then it also comes with the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer in the shade Celestial Purple. So this is a really nice makeup trio to grab for the holidays. I love this new palette. I had my eye on it. The first second that I saw this face palette, I knew I had to have it. It just spoke to me. These shades are gorgeous. I love this peachy shade right here in the Dior 02 Glitz. This shade is just, it's like one of my absolute favorite shades in this Dior palette. And when I saw that peachy tone in this palette, I was like, oh, I have to have it. So we're going to play with this palette later on, but we're going to jump into the eyes because I'm so excited for this palette. I have most of the Dior Backstage palettes. What I loved about this palette when I saw the images is I loved how like you could create a look with these tones. There's a separate look with these tones, a separate look with these tones. This one is kind of a real creamy kind of celestial topper, if you will. And the thing that I love about Dior shadows overall is just they're kind of that ethereal look. This shade up here looks really beautiful as far as like the swatches go. It has this gorgeous shine to it. Look at how beautiful that shine is. For this look, I'm going to first go into this shade right here. Now you can make it more intense, obviously by applying it with a finger or, you know, dampening your brush and applying it. I kind of want to go with the purples in this palette. I do. Of course, this would just be a very easy look to create with these 3 shadows. Like I kind of want to play with these cool tones because I think that's kind of what makes this palette stand out in my opinion. So I'm going to kind of play around with them. I am going to go into like these 2 shades right here. I'm going to kind of mix them. I'm going to put them right here on the lid. Then I am going to take a smaller, like stiffer brush. I'm going to go into this dark purple kind of plum color. And I'm going to start kind of slowly adding this to the outer corner. Now I'm just kind of adding some color to this outer corner and kind of building up that tone. I actually want to take my big fluffy brush and I want to go into this shade and maybe grab a little bit of this brown just to softly kind of bring it here in the crease, like right here. But I am going to bring some of that plum color on my lower lash line. Kind of focusing a lot of it out here. I'm gonna do the same thing with this brush. It's just a little smaller. I'm gonna dip between these two shades. You know, those two shades on the top really bring out the tones in that middle row, of this palette. Adding a little bit of the warmth from these two shades into these three, it just pulls it together without making you look like you got punched in the eye. It's like the perfect combination for a beautiful kind of purpley berry look. I am now going to take my finger and I'm going to go into this shade and I'm going to pop it right here on the center of my lid. Okay, now I'm going to take a small little angle brush and I'm going to go into this blue and I'm going to put that like right here at the base. I'm also going to do that right on the lower. I also really love and appreciate a very soft shimmer shadow in the crease. You guys have been with me for a while. You know how much I love a very soft, beautiful shine in the crease. And this palette delivers it. It's so beautiful. I'm going to take a small concealer brush and just kind of define that line a little bit and just kind of clean it up. Then I'll take that brush with no product and just kind of, there we go. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this other eye, but I am going to be adding some mascara on the lower lash line, and I'm going to be using the DiorShow Iconic Cover Curl. Is that what it's called? Cover Curl. Add that mascara to the lower lash line and maybe add a little bit of mascara to the tips of my lashes. And I will be right back. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start warming and bronzing up the skin. I am going to be using the Dior Forever Natural Bronze in the shade 07 Golden Bronze. Such a beautiful bronzer. So I'm just gonna start kind of tapping this in. It's so pretty. It's a very buttery bronzer. Look how beautiful that bronzer blended into the skin. No muddiness, no patchiness. It just really warmed up the skin in the most beautiful way. Now we're gonna move on to my favorite thing to apply, blush. Now, you guys know that I recently reviewed these new Forever Glow Maximizers from Dior. Absolutely love them. Since that video, I reached for this one the most. This one is the shade Rosy. I love putting this on as kind of a base and then going over top of it with a beautiful powder blush. It just kind of gives that shine from within. Beautiful formula. Because I'm already glowy and I am going to be using the new face palette, which is going to make me even more glowy, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the Dior Forever Backstage Rosy Glow blushes. These are so beautiful. I know that they launched new shades. I haven't purchased the new shades. This one is the shade Coral, and then this is the shade Pink. They are gorgeous. I mean, people love them for a reason. They're just beautiful, beautiful blushes, and they do give a glow. Even though they are a powder blush, they give a beautiful glow. For this makeup look, I am going to go in with the shade Coral first as like the base, and then I want to see what these two shades in this palette look like over top. Put it here in my brush, tap off. We're gonna now go into this palette, which I am so excited for. So I'm gonna go into this pink shade first. Just go right over top of this peachy blush. Oh, gorgeous. Look how glowy and beautiful that is. Okay, I'm gonna wipe the brush off and I'm gonna go into the peachy shade. Because I like wearing these blush shades in these Backstage palettes. I like wearing them as blush toppers. I think that's, in my opinion, the best way to wear them. They kind of just make your blush pop and kind of give you some, you know, that glow. Now, the one thing that I do want to do is I want to swatch this shade. I mean, you can see this is, I've almost hit pan on this shade for a reason. It is gorgeous. And I want to compare it to this new peachy shade in this new palette, just for those of you that are curious. So that's the difference. So this is in this palette, okay? So that shade is this palette. And then the bottom shade is this peachy shade right here in this palette. And I would say this is more of a peachy pink, whereas the one in the Glitz palette is more of that, you know, golden peachy base. Okay, now let's go into the highlighter. And this is one icy highlighter. Look at this, you guys. I'm also gonna swatch this one. Oh my gosh. Wowza! This is definitely like an icy blue and this is a white. I am gonna take a small little brush and I'm gonna put this icy white on my brow bone. I'm gonna tap off a little bit and pop it. Oh, it's so perfect. So now let's put it on as a highlighter. I'm gonna tap into it a little bit, tap off. This is definitely giving you that like icy highlight. But what I will say, even though it's considered glitter. So it says it here on the back. It's a glitter white and the blue is a glitter icy blue, okay? So even though it is glitter, it's so finely milled. It's not chunky. It's not a chunky glitter that just kind of looks patchy and gross. It's very soft, like a veil of that glitter pop. So typically I don't really like glittery highlighters, but this one is beautiful. And I'm not surprised by that because Dior does have beautiful powders and they know how to do it right. Okay, so I went ahead and powdered. We're gonna move on to the lips. I have two of their new Rouge Dior Forever Liquid lipsticks. So I have the shade 333 Intrigue and 113 Twinkle. So this is what the packaging looks like. It has a beautiful gold lid. Look. Wow, that shade is beautiful. Okay, so this shade is Intrigue. This plum brown shade is Twinkle. Go ahead and open up the gloss that came with that makeup kit. And this one is also in the shade Celestial Purple. That's what it looks like. Look at that intensive gloss. That's like high shine. Look at how shiny that is. Okay, we're gonna put on Twinkle first without a lip liner, just so you can see what it looks like alone. That's really pretty. I would definitely pair this with a lip liner. Now, the thing that you will notice, it's probably not showing up much on camera, but I will zoom in a second. And these have a little bit of shine to them, a little bit of sparkle. Before I wipe this off, let's see what the gloss looks like over top of it. Okay, now that like brought it to the next level. That combo is really pretty and works really pretty with this eye look. I wiped off my lips. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the shade Intrigue. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I already know. That shade is beautiful. I love that shade and I love it alone, like with nothing else. It's so pretty. And this one also has a little bit of that sparkle. Gorgeous. Let's put the glow maximizer over top. Done. Love that shade. Oh, I was really hoping the shade would be what it is, and because I was kind of going through the shades and I was like, oh, I really, really want that pink one, but I don't want it to be too hot pinkish. Like I was, you know, hoping it had that warm tone, kind of peachy pink, and it's perfection. I am obsessed. So pretty. Yeah, I can't stop looking at it. Yeah, this is stunning. Such a beautiful shade. Let me get into my final thoughts. I have to first start with the palette. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Like I mentioned during the eye look, I love that the shades complement themselves when you don't really think that they will. When I was going into some of these shades right here in the center of the palette, and I needed something to kind of pull it together, going up into these shades just brought it. And it like gave it that warmth without taking away from the beautiful kind of plummy raspberry kind of look that I was going for. So I can appreciate just how beautiful this palette is, and I love it. I think they did a phenomenal job. Like I've said before, these palettes are definitely for those people that love a very soft but stunning eye look. There wasn't a lot of palettes that were catching my eye recently, but this one definitely did. I'm very happy that they sent it to me, but it was already on my list to pick up. This was one of the holiday collections that I was planning to purchase. So I do appreciate them sending this to me because I already had my eye on it, and it did not disappoint. It's stunning. Now the face palette, same thing. Already had my eye on it, was already gonna pick it up, and very grateful that they sent this to me. And it's a beautiful palette. It is. And if you like the glitz or the original, that's what I call it, the very first one, this is called the Universal. If you like these Dior Backstage palettes, I think you'll really love this new one as well. Like I said, I personally like to wear these blush shades as blush toppers. I think that's the way for me it complements my face the most and my makeup looks that I like. And I also feel like mixing these two shades together would be really beautiful as well, like putting your brush down into both and then popping it over a matte blush. And the highlighters are stunning. Now, I know I didn't really use this shade, this icy blue one, much, but it is beautiful as well. And it's not really that blue. It looks blue in the pan, but it has more of a, when you swatch it, it has more of a periwinkle kind of purpley undertone to it. The blue tone in the palette was making you a little bit like, oh, I don't know if I'll use that shade. It's definitely more of a periwinkle. So if you like those like periwinkly, silvery, bluish tones, then you'll love it. It's stunning. Oh, as far as the lippies go, I am obsessed with this pink shade. Love it. In fact, when I went off camera, I went ahead and put on a lip liner just to kind of clean it up. I always like to wear a lip liner when I wear a liquid lipstick. I feel like it kind of contains it and gives it that line and kind of gives you a cleaner border, I guess, around the lip. But I was so excited when I put it back on. And then to top it with this gloss, I think this is my new favorite lip combo. Gorgeous. Now, I do like this tone. I do. And I needed, actually, a couple weeks ago, I did a makeup look and needed a kind of cool tone, brown leaning purple liquid lip, and I couldn't really find one in my collection. So this is something I needed. This is like a tone that I needed in my collection. I just fell madly in love with this one. So that was why my reaction was just way more. These two are going in my purse. Like, I am throwing these in my purse, and yeah, obsessed. So that's pretty much it for the video. Like I mentioned in the intro, all the products that I used in today's video, I will link down in the description box down below, along with pinning a comment down in the comment section for those that find that that method is easier to get to those links. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you. Bye.